One man versus another man in a truck. Who will be the winner? That's right, the truck absolutely shagged both of them. At least I don't have anyone to report. Can't report a truck. Well, hello. Indeed, you can't report a truck. Hello there, humans, heavies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it. So, gee, we're going to have an argument today. I'm going to tell you why TPP is bad for your gameplay and why you need to play FPP, you filthy grubs, you dirty animals. There's a big important reason for this. And I'm going to break down that one reason, and then we're going to argue about it. FPP makes you a better player. TPP makes you a passive player. Now, I understand completely that there are certain sections of the community who quite simply do not have the wherewithal or the device to engage in hot drops and close quarters gunfights. Their phone, tablet, whatever the case may be, are very old school and they cannot engage in those kind of games. So what I thought I'd do, though, is, apart from them, talk to you guys who play a whole lot of TPP. And I'm going to show you a game I had this morning. This is a 3700, 25 damage, 25 kill, 100 rating solo versus squad TPP in Diamond on the Asia server. And the big problem with TPP is that it is an undynamic mode of gameplay and that people are rewarded by being spectacularly disengaged from the game itself. I am third-party peeking these guys. I figured out where they are, and now I'm just farming them up. A couple of nice shots in the car there from the Mark 14 into the car. And I'm going to use game mechanics to basically waltz across this battlefield and farm the ass out of the poor grubs on the bad side. And the reason I find this so distressing is that I'm going to also show you some footage of a final circle. And you can see that nearly the default for all these guys, as soon as they get into a gunfight, is to lie down in the grass, to hide, to give up and just hope that the other people are bad. One of the guys from that gunfight is still lying down on my right here next to the crate. And he's just lying in the grass. I'm going to see him, I'm going to clear him, and his mate's going to have to turn up to revive him, and then I don't clear the knock, obviously, because I want to get a hold of his buddy. But everyone who pushes me in this cops an absolute flogging. I mean, you can see there he is. He's still lying down behind a tree. Whatever. And I wait for his mate to turn up to clear him, and then we clear him. But all the guys who push me die. I'm third-party peeking them. There is no danger to me as long as I know the general direction of the bad guys. I can hide behind this tree, be completely invisible to them, and yet see the entire world. So you get a situation where if you want to win games, and I don't really, I just want to have gunfights, but if you want to win games, like, you don't do this. You don't push towards the enemy. You don't try to have a close quarters bit of combat because they can see you. They can see the entire... this is insane. The idea that you are able to sit behind a tree in the middle of a field, no one can see you, and you can see for hundreds of yards around you without any danger to your person is absolutely the reason that you end up in these situations where people play this mode of gameplay and they don't learn how to fight. They simply learn how to crawl around in the grass. It does not reward anything apart from passive gameplay. I'm going to show you some more examples of this. And the reason I think it's bad for people to play so much TPP is because when you play FPP, you have to do things like this all the time. You turn up and you just waltz into the middle of squads and you start fighting because that is the only way you can clear a target. If you are not visible to the target, they are not visible to you. If you want to engage with the target, you have to peek or you have to poke or you have to get outside the box. You have to climb up on a roof and watch me third-party peek this poor grub. I mean, he is up there at the church. I've got an AWM. I've killed a couple of people. I've checked him out already. I know exactly where he is, and I actually give him an easy chance. So but I knew he was there. I was waiting for him to pop his head. I knew exactly where he was because I'd looked out a window downstairs and seen him. Again, look at this. I'm looking out a window, and I see a target moving over there, and he gets an AWM between the eyeballs. Like, he doesn't go down because someone else shot me, and I didn't want to peek that window for too long on the target. I'm going to give you a great example. There are two people in this final circle with me. There's one guy there on the left arrow, one guy on the right arrow. And the reason people play like this, people play so passively and people do so little with their actual avatar, is they get rewarded for it. These two guys have spent the whole final circle. I've been running around killing people, just been crawling around in the grass. How are you better for doing that? You play FPP and you have to see the target. And the target has to be able to see you for you to work out where people are. It rewards craft and technique and just learning how to shoot. You reward people for lying down and then wonder why you find them lying down at the end of the game. There are other ways to play the game. They go to a default position of lying down. This is freaking diamond. And people are just lying down in the grass, thinking they're safe still. And that's because they never play FPP. They don't engage in brawls. They don't engage in gunfights. They don't know how to deal with any kind of situation that does not involve a final circle chock full of grass that magically hides your entire body while letting you farm damage. They're just crawling around in an open field. That guy, fair enough, he peeked a tree. Good on him. That's excellent work. But his buddies over here on the right are still just chilling, behind grass. I mean, God damn it. How can this be good for your gameplay when this is how you end up playing? It's insane. They're lying down in fields. And TPP does this. It is ridiculous. I just find it phenomenal that people will carry on and on about FPP being bad. And this gameplay is so mechanically exploitive and so reliant upon camping and being passive and knowing exactly where the bad guys are. So when a bad guy pops on me, I am instantly to the triggers and I know what I'm going to do. Some of these people who I'm playing against, they just don't play FPP. They've never hot dropped in their life. They don't play war mode to warm up. They don't get hot, heavy, and hard. What they do is they lie down in the grass and they try to be the last ones left alive in the circle so that they can see another dude crawling towards them. And I know this because I used to be that guy when I started the game. And I want you, I'm not angry at you, I want you to get better. I want the game to improve. I want the level, the standard of play to get better. And I hear people all the time say, try that at Conqueror. Mate, if your whole argument is that it has to be played at Conqueror level in the top 500 people on the entire server in terms of rating for the game to be valid and fun, then your argument's shit. There's hundreds of thousands of people playing on these servers. I mean, I'm playing in the top 0.5%, 0.4% of TPP solos on Asia. And this is the kind of gameplay that I'm coming up against all the time. It's a cakewalk if you're an actually brawling FPP player. Just choose Miramar and Vikendi only. Just play those two maps. I made the mistake of playing Erangel and Sanok for most of the time I started grinding. Just choose those two maps and watch people just completely be bamboozled by good, solid, aggressive, tactical gameplay. And this happens all the time too. Someone's going to fire at me from over there. I'm going to see the guy crawling around, right? Snaking in the field here. I'm going to see him snaking. And it's the hilarious mechanics of this game that I can't zoom in and see him. I can only see him while in hip firing. And there he is. Just top your... As soon as I zoom in, he disappears. Right? I mean, this is hilarious. So I'm going to clear him, and his mate is just to the west. And he's going to make that classic error that so many people who snake make, which is they fire from the hip, lying down, and most of their rounds go into the earth in front of them. There he is. So they know where I am now, right? He is off to my 255 west, southwest kind of thing. Here he comes. Here, I mean, this is just ridiculous. Most of those shots are hitting the ground. Because unless you're standing up, it doesn't work. And you wouldn't know that because most of the time you're firing at people in that final circle slowly crawling in a 20-meter radius and it doesn't make any difference. I don't hate you for playing TPP. I want you to be better. I want you to extend yourself. That was a shit 3,700 damage, 25 kill game where I just farmed up people with mechanical exploits in a really broken mode. I love TPP for seeing the outfits. I love TPP on Miramar or Vikendi. Miramar more than Vikendi. But man, oh man, you have to learn to brawl. And to do that, you've got to get your ass into FPP and start learning how to react quickly and how to play with some kind of proactive, aggressive bent, so you don't always have to just crawl into a final circle like it's your only answer. That's me. Let's have an argument. Until next time, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.